We're here with Steven from Brick's Smoked Meats, but before we get to the food, we've got to talk about these drinks. What do we have going on here?
We're about to roll out some brand new spring cocktails at Brick's, and we wanted to introduce a couple of them to you today. Light, refreshing, and to give you a little bit more of those vitamins and nutrients that you need when you're having a night out on the town.
This looks like it just came out of the juicer.
So we're calling this one, this is our green detox. So this is cold pressed juice that we make right in house.
Wow.
It's going to be kale, cucumber, apple, celery, a little bit of lemon, and some ginger.
How
we're going to
healthy.
press that straight there. It's Tito's vodka and a little bit of agave syrup. You're going to shake it with ice, garnish it with a cucumber. It's a wonderful, wonderful springtime drink.
And then tell us about the other one. It's got a gorgeous color too.
We called this one the Florida Pina. We're taking a little bit off of our margarita. It's going to be some Saint Germain elderflower liqueur. It's also Sauza Blue Silver Tequila, pineapple juice, a little bit of fresh lime, and again, some simple syrup. We're going to salt the rim, and then we're garnishing it with a crystallized pineapple wedge.
Oh, I love your creativity. Cool. All right, well, we shouldn't just drink, we should also eat. So tell us what we're making today.
Today, we're going to make probably one of the most popular sides that have come around at Brick's Smoked Meats, and that is our kale apple side salad. And it's super easy to do for people at home. We wanted to show you that not only at Brick's Smoked Meats can we do amazing meats, but we also can do an item that's a little bit healthier for you. So we're going to start with getting the pickling liquid for the apples ready, because that's integral to the dressing itself and a big part of
Tell us about the ingredients.
So in this pot, you're going to take a pot of 4.5 ounces of sugar, 4.5 ounces of water, 1 cinnamon stick, a teaspoon of whole mustard seeds. You're going to take a teaspoon of ground mustard, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, and 1 teaspoon of white pepper. You're going to combine it all in a pot. You're going to bring it to a boil, and then you have to shut that pot off. You don't want to put the apples in. We're going to slice those in a second. You don't want to put the apples in while it's hot. You don't want to cook the apples.
Now show us the finished result then.
This is the finished product. So you're going to take the apples out of the liquid, and then you're going to blend them in your blender at home with just enough of the brining liquid that you use to get it to where it moves into the blender itself.
All right, well, speaking of apples, Rick swears he is comfortable with a mandolin and a large knife, and I'm not going to watch. Instruct him what happens next.
If you don't have a mandolin at home, you're going to cut the apple in half, but if you do have a mandolin, you're going to take them and you're going to slice them just like that, and then once you have the liquid cooled, you're going to go ahead and throw those apples into the liquid, and you're going to let them sit for about 2 hours. Now, if you don't have a mandolin at home, or you're afraid to use a mandolin at home, go ahead and get a nice sharp knife, and you can do that.
Rick, you're very talented.
Make me nervous, because I do know if people have not used a mandolin before, it can be it's very easy.
They're definitely
Rick
tricky.
is very adept in the kitchen. Okay, let's assemble the rest of the ingredients for the salad.
Perfect. So what we're going to do, once you have the apples and they're blended, the dressing couldn't be any simpler. So you're going to take equal parts of the apples that are blended down.
I'm dumping this in here?
Yes, ma'am. And sour cream. And that is it. All right, for the dressing, that's all.
Okay, so all the other goodies go in the salad.
Correct.
All right, well, while Candace goes ahead and whisks that, Stephen, why don't you go ahead and put the other parts into the kale, so that way we can get this all assembled.
So you're going to put your mandarin oranges in. You're going to reserve a couple to the side so you can top it off. When you're finishing the salad, you're going to take your pickled apples and also put some of those in there. Reserve, again, some to the side. We have pecans that we chop and then smoke in-house, obviously in our smoker at the restaurant, so a little salty, a little smoky, and we're going to toss some of these in here.
Having that smoky flavor in all your dishes is amazing. And
I love that your sides are not an afterthought to the meat. Like, the sides at Brick's are really, really delicious.
You can make a meal out of them, because I have.
They are great.
Okay, and then the dressing gets tossed in with the kale.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to put this dressing in there.
All right, well, while Candace and Stephen go ahead and toss together the apple kale salad, we do want to mention that Brick's Smoked Meats has availability to order for your Passover celebrations, your Easter celebrations. Their smoker, their cuts of meat, top of the line, could not be better. So don't hesitate to let them do the work for the upcoming holiday weekend and get your meats from them. Don't forget the fabulous cocktails and obviously the side dishes.
Happy to do it.
All right. We may not get to the whole side dish. We're just eating the pieces and parts, but they do smell amazing. Again, this is the apple kale salad at Brick's Smoked Meats, and don't forget about the Whiskey Obsession Festival coming up April 11th through the 14th. Rick and Candace, fun way to start the week. Thanks for being here. Stephen, great to have you with us as well. Everybody, cheers with a healthy cocktail. Take some time. Enjoy the Suncoast View.
Cheers.